For joining us on the night, Hancock County deputies took Brianna Greer from her parents' home. Records from the Hancock County Sheriff's Office say she allegedly kicked the officers, dared them to tase her, said she wouldn't go to jail, and threatened to kill herself. Minutes later, those records say she fell out of the car from the back seat and suffered critical head injuries.
She died in an Atlanta hospital 4 days later. Today, 13 WMAZ obtained records from the Hancock Sheriff giving a step-by-step description of how she was arrested and injured. Camila Williams is here to break it all down.
That's right. We got about 90 pages of reports from Hancock County Sheriff Tomlin Primus, and they go back years and cover more than a dozen incidents. They describe Brianna Greer's troubles with mental illness and drugs, clashes with her parents, and DFAC's concerns with her 2 young daughters. Now, all that led up to the night of July 15th.
This report says her parents called the sheriff around 12:30 in the morning and said she was beating on their door. Deputies said she seemed to be drinking and her parents asked them to take her to a hospital. But the report says Brianna refused to go. She sat on the ground, then curled up in a fetal position. The deputies cuffed her hands in front of her, the report says. That's when the deputies say she told them, quote, she was not going to jail and that she was going to kill herself when she gets to jail. The officers carried her to the cruiser, the report says, but had to stop once because she was kicking them. An officer threatened to use his taser, and she responded, "Tase me." Finally, the record says they got her alone in the back seat and began taking her to jail, charged with public drunkenness. But as the cruiser started moving, the driver wrote, "As I turned to see what Brianna Greer was doing, I hear the passenger side door open." Officers wrote they stopped and found Brianna face down in the grass by the side of the road. The driver wrote, "I called her name and tapped her. However, she was unresponsive." The sheriff's office then called Grady Memorial Hospital in Atlanta. That's where Greer died last Wednesday.
Now, the records do not describe whether the deputies used any further restraints on Brianna in the back seat or how she got the cruiser door open. Before she was injured, the reports say deputies advised Brianna's parents to go to the Hancock County Court last Monday after her arrest to get her committed to a long-term facility. The family is planning a protest for Brianna tomorrow at 10 a.m. at the Hancock County Sheriff's Office. Back to you at the desk.
Thank you, Camila. We did request dash cam and body cam footage along with the incident report and did not receive them.
The GBI is still investigating Brianna Greer's case.